Hello, I'm Pam Carruthers of HealingStars.com. This is the chart for the full moon, 17th of June, set for London, 9:30 British summer time. It's a very important time in the UK. That's where I'm based, because of course we are now in the process of an election of a new Prime Minister, leader of the Tory party. And this is indicated very much by the planetary picture. We have Mercury, the planet of communication, right next to Mars, the warrior, the god of war. Both are in the sign of Cancer. Very emotional. Cancer is ruled by the moon. And the North Node is also in Cancer. Now, this is opposite the South Node, past, Saturn and Pluto, all in Capricorn. So although the Sun is in a light-hearted sign of Gemini, which it is at the moment, opposite the Moon in Sagittarius, right next to Jupiter, the planet that governs Sagittarius. That's the full moon. So we are, all of us, asked to be looking at what we are communicating. That's Gemini, that's Mercury. And then our belief system, which is the Jupiter energy where the moon is in Sagittarius. What is right? What is wrong? What is true for us? Integrity. Now, we have a very good trine, a flow of energy. If you see up the top here is Neptune in Pisces, an emotional sign, water sign, god of the sea, the ocean, the planet is very much to do with dreams, and also healing. And also vision, a vision for the future, how life can be. And that is in a very, very strong connection to that North Node and Mercury, if you can see, in Mars. Very, very strong, very connected. All the blue lines, they are positive. But meanwhile, we have this tension. Mercury moves fast through the zodiac and Mars not far behind. So in a couple of days, those two, side by side, will also activate Pluto. Pluto is to do with the unconscious, it's to do with wealth, buried treasure. It's also a planet that transforms. And currently in the sign of Capricorn, which is a long, long transit from 2008 to 2024, we've seen institutions, banking systems, completely change through this time period. And Saturn is also, Pluto and Saturn are both retrograde at the moment. This is a really big life-changing time for the world. I'd like to emphasize the Moon and Jupiter together. That is positive. You can't negate it. Jupiter is jovial, happy, expansive. And with the moon, it's very beautiful. Every month it comes together in the sky. So this is also asking us to look at the king of the gods, Jupiter, Mount Olympus, things that are bigger than us, to stretch ourselves to something greater than our own story. Notice that green dotted line is quite strong. What that means, here's the North Node, here's Mercury, here's Mars. They're all very close together, connecting up with the Moon and Jupiter. It's called an inconjunct. If you just say the word, I think you'll get the picture. It's difficult, it's tricky. We're looking at water energy, emotional energy of Cancer, against the fire energy of Sagittarius. They can get along, but not easily. And that aspect is something I call the letting go aspect. Letting go of false gods. Jupiter can exaggerate. It can think, hubris is another word for it. Think you are the king of the gods, and sorry, you're not. And our belief systems, to let go of things that don't serve us anymore, whatever they might be. And it is the law, Jupiter, very strongly there. So righteousness is the negative of Jupiter. I'm right, you're wrong, my God is mine, you don't have a God. Whatever it is, that's the shadow. and shadows are always relevant for all of us. And notice also Jupiter, it's been ongoing. It's got a right angle to Neptune. Both planets can be very positive. Neptune's in its own sign, Jupiter's in its own sign, but also, again, that illusion. Neptune can be the planet of illusion, of disappointment, unrequited love, fantasy. See, so there is a huge amount of fantasy currently in the UK apropos Brexit. Promises being made that can't be delivered. I'm very excited to watch an ongoing debate tonight and again on Tuesday to see how these people actually show up. Have they got integrity? Do they have a vision? Do they actually deserve to be the Prime Minister of the UK? One candidate, I've mentioned this on Facebook, Rory Stewart. He is a Capricorn. He's actually a very serious person and very different from the other candidates, most of whom are mutable signs. They change, they adapt, not a bad quality, but really the UK is a Capricorn country and it needs that assurance of someone with maturity. So this full moon, strawberry moon it's called, it sounds really pretty, doesn't it? Very nice, is complex in the sense of the test of maturity, Capricorn, versus the emotionality, use that lovely American expression, of Cancer. But the Sun and the Moon are looking at Mercury in turn and Jupiter. Which way are you going? Which way are you looking at this particular full moon? And weak aspect, Uranus, the planet of change up there, it's very weakly aspecting, but also Venus is also not really in the picture. I would like us all to let go of being right and instead to choose to be happy. It's an old expression, but it's one I believe is really important at this time. To entrust the country's future into the hands of a Gemini. I'm sorry, I'm biased here. Not a good idea. It's someone who has authority, and that's what I recommend, that you in turn take on your true authority wherever Capricorn, Saturn, Pluto are travelling in your personal chart. It's time to be greater than you are, to step up to the plate and take the next step into leadership in your own life. Thank you for watching. Pam Carruthers of HealingStars.com.